And what I'm gonna do in this video is, since I gained 3 pounds this week, what I'll do is I'm gonna give you guys a tip for every pound that I gained this week. Just little insights of what I gained throughout the week that can help you guys. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the vlog. This is week number 2. I just woke up. I'm super tired, man. I woke up late. It's like 10 o'clock. I always plan on waking up at like 6 in the morning and I never do it. First thing I gotta do is get on the scale and see if I made any progress over the last week. So let's check it out. All right, so 162 is where I ended up at, which is not bad for a week. Kind of right around where I wanted to be at. You know, 1 to 2 pounds is optimal for a lean bulk. Unless you're trying to dirty bulk, you really don't want any more than that. And I don't know, I don't have anything against dirty bulk, and I just can't do it. Like, whenever I try to eat a bunch of junk, I literally feel like I'm about to throw up. Like, I don't know why, but I can't do it. So 1 to 2 pounds a week, got 3. That wasn't on purpose, but I'm not complaining at all. So let's go ahead and get the meal number 1. Let's get going. All right, guys, meal number 1 is my smoothie. All right, so tip number 1 is keep it simple. Yes, again, I'm eating or drinking the same smoothie that I had last week, and that's for a reason. All your meals, you want them to be as simple as possible so that you can keep track of them. When you're choosing your meals, choose something that's not too expensive, something that you know that you can repeat over and over again until you figure out what that base amount of calories is for you in order to gain weight. You want this to be a marathon, not a sprint. You want it to be something that lasts over time. So again, tip number 1, keep it simple. Yo, after I burnt my hand, can't even see nothing, but it's burnt. You just gotta trust me. And I opened up the eggs to cook and then realized I ain't got no eggs. So I went to work, got your boy some more eggs. Yo, so check it out. Back for meal number 2. Exact same thing as last week. 4 eggs, 4 slices of bread, or 2 egg sandwich, you know, depending on how you want to say it. Hold on, my egg's burning. So tip number 2, timing. One thing that I noticed throughout last week was whenever I timed my meals right, it was really easy to get my meals in throughout the day. But I think it was like day number 2, maybe day number 3, I forget which one it was, but it was one of those. Hold on, my egg's burning. But yeah, so we worked it at like noon, and I had only had 1 meal. But by the time we finished working out, it was about 3, maybe 3:30ish. So I got home, and of course I hadn't ate since what, 9 o'clock that morning. So then you're talking about the feeding window is just way smaller at that point. So I had my second meal at like 3:30. So then I usually go to bed at about 10:30, 11. So you're talking about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 hours to try to fit in 3 more meals. So you're trying to fit it into a smaller feeding window, and it makes it more difficult to get those meals in. I had my third meal at like 7 or 8 o'clock, and then come 10 or 11 o'clock when I'm tired and ready to go to bed, it was like, shoot, I gotta try to fit in the rest of my meals for that day. Dang it. Messing up the eggs, what? God. Anyway, so what ended up happening was, it was like 10 or 11 o'clock, and I'm trying to fit in my last 2 meals plus my little snack or whatever, all in 1 meal, which was super hard. So I ended up staying up like 3 hours extra that night, just trying to get in all my meals. Now I was eating constantly for 3 hours. Try not to wait too long in between meals. You don't have to be like, you know, have your alarm set for every 3 hours and then, all right, it's time to eat. I gotta go eat right now. If you're eating, you know, 4 to 5 meals a day or even 6, try to keep that time frame 2 to 4 hours between all of your meals. That's gonna make it super easy to get all your meals in throughout the day, regardless of how low of an appetite you have. Use this tip, I promise you it works. Time your meals accordingly around your schedule, and this will help you. So I gotta eat, man. Food burning. This is on fire. Yeah, that way. All right, y'all, I'm done cooking. Got the meal, egg sandwiches, you know. I got a stack of rice cakes for some extra carbs. And I got some water. It's Crystal Light, but it's water, bro. All right, so I'm about to eat this. I'm about to watch some Pump Chasers. Shout out Chris Jones. And I'll see y'all at meal number 3. All right, y'all, so I finished eating meal number 3. Now I gotta cook to eat meal number 4 and number 5, and to meal prep for the next day. I need to start doing my stuff in a bigger bulk so I don't have to cook so often, because I do not like cooking. But it's a necessity if you're trying to put on the gains. I'm sure you other hard gainers already know what time it is, so hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I mean, I hate bending over like this. And a quick power tip for you, try to do something to make your workflow easier when you have to cook. For instance, I've been eating ground turkey, right? I usually mix onions and peppers with it for extra flavor. So the first couple of days when I was making this, I was cutting onions and peppers like every other day, and it was getting on my nerves. So what I did was I took like 3 onions, cut them up, and put them in Tupperware. That way I don't have to cut them every single day. And I did the same thing with the peppers. And it just makes it way easier. So when I go to have to cook, when I have to go to cook, it makes things easier and faster so that you can repeat it over a longer period of time without having to put forth so much effort and be in the kitchen all day. Unless you love to cook, which I absolutely don't, then this is gonna get real old real fast. All right, y'all, meal number 3 is what I was prepping earlier. Meat and rice, peppers and onions, you know what it is. It's gonna be my pre-workout meal in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I'm gonna go hit the gym, chest day, so you know what time it is.
It's time to make some gains. Let's get it.
All right, so we're actually not at the gym yet. I went to the gym and there was like 8,251 people in there, so there was no way that I could record. But I was in the middle of eating and forgot that I was vlogging. So I got meal number 4 right here. Meal number 4, I'm halfway done. And then when I get back from working out, my post-workout meal is gonna be the cereal. So if you're still watching, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to like this video. I'll see you in the next one. I'll take you guys with the gym with me, and then you won't see me until next week.